Hi, I'm Toym Imao. I am a teacher of art at the University of the Philippines, and I am a visual artist. Installation art is art made public. I mean, meron tayong mga trabaho. We have artworks that are housed in museums and galleries. We have public artworks in the form of monuments and shrines, no, to our heroes, to our history. And there's this particular niche, no, of public art that's not permanent, that's meant to express only a certain set of ideas or a representation, and that's where installation art comes in. It's very ephemeral, it's very temporary, it's only showed within a limited period of time in any particular place. I primarily do historical public art, particularly historical representation of events and personalities. We have a very, very rich history dating back to 500 years. We're commemorating 500 years of contact with the West right now. So it is important that we also bring to forth through our audiences, to the public, other aspects of our history. If there would be any available shrine or monument to it, then installation art fills that gap. We image history. In my case, I image an alternative imaging of history that may not have been seen in other representation. And it is also a way in which we can deliver narratives about some other aspects of our history. May it be painful, may it be forgotten, may it be shelved for the moment. No? And this is an opportunity for the public to at least have a taste or have an inkling of what these narratives are through installation art. We should always relate everything to what has happened in the past. Make all your works an opportunity for people to go beyond kung anong gusto mo lang sabihin at the now, pero to magbalik tanaw sila sa past, no? And lessons can be learned, no? I always have a specific focus. The contemporary way of presenting my artwork has always been to address the current, no? Pero it's always certain elements of that entire expression of the now is very much rooted and grounded with the past. And then for me, I'm very, very, very conscious about that. Para mas masarap yung pag-uusap about, you know, what you have presented. The only feeling that I want, no, when I do my installation art, no, is that I want them to be curious about what I'm trying to say. No? I want them to ask questions kung dun sa parang dinideliver na mensahe or symbolisms ng ating installation. I want them to go to Google search and find out more about what this artist is trying to say. I want them to answer their own questions, no? Because my work will definitely not give them any answers. It's only a mere portal for them to understand, to arouse their curiosity in order to delve more, no, into what this artist or this installation is trying to say. And that's when the conversation starts. No? That's how effectively we can share these narratives to the public without spoon-feeding them information. Because I think we should trust our audiences. They are, especially among the young, they have a very complex understanding of things. And sometimes, I would sit around my own work incognito, not introducing myself, and I would just like eavesdrop on what they are saying. And sometimes, there are many moments na, teka, I haven't thought of that. Oh? Oo nga, no? And you get your explanation about your work through the public. And that's, I think, one of the most wonderful reward as an artist when you do an artwork. Yung installation art ko in particular was to address voids in representation of our history as a people and as a nation, no? Whether it be social, political, or cultural history ng ating bansa. And it's very rooted in my own personal advocacies, no? My activism. And we have to first at least define what activism is. No? Activism is basically the policy of action of using various campaigns to bring about a social change. No? And it's not the sole territory of any particular group. Even those in power or those not in power have the same opportunity to exercise their activism. It's a voice, no? But those who are not in power, it's a way for them to express their own personal sentiments, no? Especially among the youth, no? And we can see this displayed among the young people of this country, because even if you're not in a legal age, you're not in legal to vote for something, no? You use your voice, and it is a right that is enshrined in our own constitution. So we exercise that. And as artists, we do it a little different. We do it through our art. Our art becomes our voice. Our art becomes our messenger of our own personal sentiments, of our own personal views to be shared to the people. And it depends, no, whether those in power or those who are among us, the citizenry, will accept or will go with whatever we're trying to say. But it's basically what we do as artists is we're part of a society that expresses our ideas a little bit more different, no? A little bit more interesting, creative, beyond literal words, beyond literal speech. It embodies the spirit, the zeitgeist of our era. It embodies the sentiments of the times. I would often quote Bertolt Brecht. I love this guy. He's a playwright. Meron siya sinabi na, will there be singing in dark times? Nung tinanong siya, sabi niya, yes, there will be singing about dark times. And we've seen through the history of our country that the artist has always been a partner in this sharing, singing. No? You'd have Jose Rizal, the polymath, who wrote the El Filibusterismo and the Noli Me Tangere. This was his song about the dark times. You'd have Nick Joaquin in the 1940s, his verses sharing about the horrors and the destructions of World War II. Then you'd have national artist Ishmael Bernal and Lino Broca telling about the turbulent times of the 70s when our democratic institutions were challenged. We have always been a partner with historians, with social workers, with activists, with teachers in order to try to image the times. No? We're here as a very important part of society. No? We have a certain function in society that is necessary for any civilized nation or any democratic nation to fulfill, and we use it through our art. And that is why it is very important that we are truthful to what we are trying to say. We are sincere with the processes of how we deliver it, and we are very sure and clear of what the messages are, and should be an opportunity for dialogue between two different forces. And that is why it is important for us to continue what we are trying to say. And hopefully, those who are in power, those who are in a position to effect change, no, for the country, would listen and would sit down with us and have a dialogue.